Hey everyone, I'll be talking about the gender status and division of labor in this discussion, and replying a little bit to what Kristen and Chelsea had to say about the topic. So, um, how does gender influence division of labor within the family? So, I think definitely I agree with both of them when they say um, that in most cultures, in most societies, in most countries, more women are seen as the like the homemaker and the one who takes care of the children, and more of the dads are the breadwinners. And I think it has changed a lot since like earlier in the 1900s, but um, it's definitely changed a lot in the United States versus other developing countries, and we're developed and we're showing a little more equality towards one another, men versus women. But so how does the gender influence the division of labor? So I think definitely men um, used to feel as if they had to bring home the money and if they had to provide for their family. But nowadays, I think, especially with the economy, we need a two-parent working household family, and they both need to work to provide and support for their family in the best way possible. And so even if that's just with one full time and one part time, or both full time, or what, I think definitely as prices go up and the economy continues to fall, and all the prices of everything just keep raising, more money needs to be made to support a family, especially depending on how large that family is and where you're living. Um, so definitely, and I think more men don't have a problem with it, at least in the United States. Um, Women, there are a lot more women getting like high profile jobs and becoming like having like a maternity leave and paid vacation and um, just as much jobs, or just like high up jobs as men do. And I think there is still a little, in some fields, there's still a little disrespect for women in the workforce, um, especially like respect. Maybe like police officers, take for instance, like they don't get women police officers don't get a lot of respect just because they don't know if you can do the job or not. And another example of this is like the military, where some people don't want women joining the military. So, I mean, the military is a job and it's a full time job most of the time. So, but women are joining and they are doing the same thing as the men, and they are pulling their weight and showing what we're worth, how equal we can be, men versus women. Um, so the social status, I don't think that matters. Like I think it just depends. It, Honestly, I think it just depends like how you can be happy in a relationship or how you want to live. Like if you really don't want your wife to work, then um, I mean you need to have a really good job or be well off. But or if the wife doesn't want to work, I shouldn't have said that. But um, it's my opinion that we both men and women in a household and a family need to work and need to support their children in the best way possible. So, with that, does the status of women change with age? See, I think more, I think the younger women are, the less they're respected, because um, at that like younger age, they're still looking at if they're a pretty face, and or if they all they're worth for is their outside looks, and no, and some might not seem to care about what they can provide like off the table. So um, that I mean, but there are a lot more like people you see in like the politics. There are a lot more women politicians, um, Sarah Palin was really the first high profile one to like step out and make a run for the vice presidency, and I think that really made a lot more women want to run for politics and be um, have a voice in like politics and government and the court system and everything. So I think with one person making a change and like having that much of a difference, she other women followed her. So that's what I have to say about the subject. But we here in the U.S., men and women still are unequal, and still women are only making about 78 cents for every dollar men is making. So I think we really are pushing towards equality. And like Chelsea said, we have pushed through a lot, but we still need to push through a lot more to reach like full equality.